I love it. Mm-hmm. So we got real financial geezers on this one. So I 100% like the concept of being able to restructure guys and buy people out. Like that's, but but you should be able to force a tie as a commissioner too. But can't do that either. I mean, we can't even get this fucking stream working correctly. All right, I am good to go. All right. Ralph on the shelf. Listen, you got important shit to deal with over there. Yeah.
It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the New York Giants. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
I do just a voice chat on the PlayStation. I could like barely hear you.
Last catch short of the marker by just a yard.
I did just a voice chat on the PlayStation. It was just getting the chat earlier. It was just getting drowned out by like the game.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Get it together, EA. Come on.
Carson will take the handoff out of the option play. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable
I don't know. I was playing cover 2. He was right there.
A loss of a couple.
Ran right into that. I'm sorry.
Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face their down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He had 3 catches last week. That one his third on this drive alone. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He didn't even
Back it up.
Signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
Back it up.
Track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Have you seen any user picks yet in all your games? Yeah.
They run the counter. Carson, and he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Have you seen him as frequently as PS4?
Here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Interesting. Interesting.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Oh, nice.
And nearly an interception
Nice
here
play.
on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson.
Catch the ball.
They're going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage,
That was my linebacker running with him too. Not bad.
Big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. That's complete to Gallman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use
Oh yeah, you got to take your angles a little bit differently.
Out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that.
Yeah.
Nice pickup on 1st down. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
4 yards.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. A first carry for the Clemson man,
yeah.
Gallman. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throwing the out route and
What'd you
complete.
do?
It's Tate.
Uh-huh.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against.
Because everything will be a mess.
Both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Then, yeah, it'll be a mess then.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. This is Lewis. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
So I can.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one
Man,
for
if I would have
14
known about
yards and
this little
another first.
package.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
Man,
I
huh?
know this to be true.
You get number 26 out there.
To this day, they want to run the football. They want to
Uh-huh.
people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
I just overlooked it. I mean, the PS4 league, he's a 1,000-yard receiver. So I mean, he got the ball, but
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the
like I think I looked up his stats this morning. I think he got between rushing and receiving, he got 2,000 total yards.
A lot of bodies, not much space. I think
And he's still not even close to like
out of that run.
rookie of the year or whatever, or player of the year, MVP.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's criminal.
From the gun, Jones. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Oh,
And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the
oh
10.
boy.
And I think Gano missed it. He did. He missed it off to the right. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
I don't know. I just thought I was expecting the meter to go a little faster. That's why. That's all that was.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you know, it's
What do we
certainly a
got
lot
here?
of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Play action. It's Wilson.
Yeah, get him.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Right.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Yeah.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson.
Yo, what a play.
And
Peppers.
incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick there on the coverage.
Nice play there to force the
Love
incompletion.
it.
And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road,
And I just don't see them like changing this because they're using real life NFL data for like all of this. So I don't, you can't, what's going to be your argument for,
yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
did you do the sliders for X and O?
We're scoreless.
Right, you can, I
after
see.
With no score.
I see where you're going with this.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter.
So I noticed,
From the 20. And they'll come
I noticed this
looking to
season is
keep this
just
drive
seeing some
moving.
inflated offensive numbers.
On 2nd and 7, Jones, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jones. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away.
So contain that man. Contain that man.
44 yards. And Seahawks football 1st and 10.
I gotta find me a Devin Hester.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. Across midfield down to the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a
Oh my God.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's going to be hit and taken down.
That just blew right through your tackle.
O'Shane Ximines. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Returning is Peppers. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Yeah.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the 2nd quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions. Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
This is Gallman.
Ooh.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
There we go.
Now Jones off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Looking for Shepard deep. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield.
No, I tried to rifle that one in there. I just don't know what happened there.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, given 14.
At the 40-yard line.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, the next-gen stats showing that.
I can't even get mad at that. That was just a sick play.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around.
Was he using the Saints or was he using someone else?
and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your
Oh,
offense.
so he took you to town with fucking Kyler.
From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram, and he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Third down.
Off the bootleg.
Oh.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. K.J. Wright able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up fourth down.
Nope.
Here's Riley Dixon now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fighting his way through contact. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over.
Make special teams matter again. Oh man.
They'll start with the option.
No way.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that.
Still don't know how these dudes went into Seattle 2 weeks ago and won that fucking game. I have no, especially with Colt fucking McCoy. It made no sense. And then Monday night just, or Sunday night.
On second down.
Yeah.
It's Carson, and he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker.
Washington lost too, so it's still possible.
The play there as the drive will continue.
We'll see.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now Wilson on first down.
Oh,
that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
you gotta catch that, man.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down now, it's Carson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
Oh.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, you had Bradbury that time, so.
Exactly what you want anytime they want to throw there was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
No roughing.
Able to knock it through, but hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points.
Yeah. You probably fell into him.
So a special teams mistake.
No, I wasn't even near him, but okay.
Set of downs inside the end zone. Here's Carson.
Oh, no. No, 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 no.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I'm still doing, I still have the double tap into my muscle memory, so it's going to take a while. That's going to take a while to get rid of that. But
excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Wilson. Credit the Giants defense.
You going for the fade?
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Myers' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I wonder if you see it more on grass than like turf.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones is going to
No!
deep over the middle.
Every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Alright, let's keep it together. Let's keep it together.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now it's Lockett.
Oh no. There we go.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take
I
over.
put it to his right a little bit to make sure the safety wasn't in the way. Oh, that was a dime.
Coming to the line here to begin begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That stings.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
DK Metcalf. 4 yards on the
Now the third-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
brought down by Blake Martinez.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They go play action with Wilson. Gonna throw deep for the end zone.
Ooh.
Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And this is no good.
Yes.
No cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. That'll bring up 2nd down.
30-yard line.
I think he's going to get a bit of a bump next year. Yeah, I know his speed got some love too, so that's nice to see.
To throw again, Jones.
Yeah, please, you can't even catch him wide open. You think he's catching that in traffic?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Jones. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
We'll see what happens here.
So with 1 second left in the half,
with the wind?
the field goal unit.
All right.
The right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue.
I don't hate though, like the weather should absolutely play a factor. I'm sorry.
We'll begin with a touchback.
Like, imagine if you had to put like a backup lineman in at like center because of injuries and just
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly...
Jones hit and the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds.
I
So
think
they'll
I still
gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football
stop
game
speed
right now.
bursting?
This deficit, there's a
What?
fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief,
Yeah,
you know
cover
they're looking
up.
at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Here's Gallman.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
For 5 up to the 33.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's Jones. Off the bootleg. Rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards that time. Able to
I figured I'd see how I'd do a little experiment and what the hell.
Because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Now Lewis here on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Of course, now he's like fucking tired.
Find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers.
That's honestly why I traded that dude.
Take a short pass and turn it into a long gain.
No, he couldn't bring him down, and I was like, you know, that's a problem.
And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Oh.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation.
Thought I had
of what we
you.
saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
No, thank you. No, I remember, I think last season when I played GD, I got him very good on that one. Because he was like ready to go, and then he just went boom right by him. And then you hear him on the mic, he's like, woo-wee, you got me there. I was like, yeah.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Homer.
Yeah.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half.
And like honestly, a game in Seattle where it's like crazy rain like this, it should be like some scrappy like 10-0 game.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
I was worried about Lockett versus my linebacker, so I tried to take control of that one.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And I figured Bradbury would be able to take care of the rest, but not so much. Oh, there's Penny out there.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
We need to stop here.
On 1st down,
Yeah.
Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there.
Yeah, it's nice when you know how to use that strafe button correctly.
He is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson.
Oh, nice.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to
I thought
go.
you were trying to, honestly.
They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain.
Am I tackling on conservative? No. Okay.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field
what are you
goal
fucking
range
doing?
on 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson.
What the fuck?
This Metcalf, he's got it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
What the I was in fucking zone. What the hell happened
DK
there?
Metcalf with touchdown number 2.
Was he running the post?
Now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet
Over 6.
quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Guess he just found the fucking soft spot between 4 people.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 17, Giants nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Lex, I know that's like the objective in these leagues is just to take away the fucking middle of the field and make these dudes throw to the outside.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Easier said than done. It sounds good in theory, but
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him and keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again, Jones. Caught inside 10. And not much to speak of. Caught a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They did get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
But we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his
I didn't think I was getting to that.
Completion, really good pickup.
I am surprised that it turned into a completed pass.
Now, throwing on 1st down, sets up the screen to Lewis, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
No.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before on a screen pass. Not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
When you call a wide receiver screen,
yeah, I saw you guys playing off. I had an audible into that one.
There's still an aspect.
No, I saw you guys playing off, so I had an audible into the RPO bubble screen.
And creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
But could have worked out a little bit better.
Jones off the play fake. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 4th.
Where's your cornerback?
And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way
he was supposed to be 3 deep.
Start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
Graham Gano on for the extra point.
All right. There we go.
17-7.
PAT.
Makes the score Seahawks 17, Giants 7.
You also had probably one of my quicker receivers run on a linebacker too, and luckily I was able to drop it over his head.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
I like it. Danny Dimes dropping dimes.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Wilson to throw. They'll run the screen with Carson. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards. And
I thought that was going to go for a little bit there.
So things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson.
Come
That's
on.
complete to Dissly, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Wilson after the play fake to Carson.
Oh.
And that's incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver.
What happened there?
2nd down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past
I was wondering what the fuck that was. I was like, is that a screen? I'm like,
gain of 13. It's a
then I was looking at the running back. I'm like, what the hell is he doing?
Through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation.
All right.
Brandon, but this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try to finish off the game.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Going on the ground with Homer. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They go play action now. Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Whoa.
They'll get this down to the 10.
Where did he?
18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Now Wilson. Off play.
Ugh.
The quick slant caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Seahawks 24, Giants 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
I noticed that dude too. Like he was like an in route. He like rounded it off. Like, come on.
Throwing again, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this
Sure is.
to about the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Yeah.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
There we go.
Down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
It's 2nd and inches on the Seahawks 45-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Jones. Throw left side complete. It's Lewis. And he'll get it down here.
I'm very surprised you held on to that.
3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down.
From the gun, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lewis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of the
it's
guy.
GPS that's tracking him. You can't, what are you going to say, GPS is not, come on.
Big things can happen, and they did right there.
Shit.
Going underneath for Lewis. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Catch made by Slayton.
Oh.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Giants on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Oh, he held on to it.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it.
He was able to come down with that, though. That's a little different.
Thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit
blown
closer.
coverage.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up? No. Now Carson fumbles the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Partner, that one was over. I mean, they had control, had the football.
Now it's a little interesting here.
Had to make a play in order to keep them in the game.
I was totally expecting you to, like, come away with that somehow, even with my 6 guys around there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Following the fumble recovery, Jones.
Oh.
Able to hook up there, incomplete.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
To throw again, Jones. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
I am going for a hit here.
So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for 4th down. He can run for it, and he will. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain, let's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodge 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think we're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And this is back down to a 7.
All right, let's see.
90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick.
I mean, you know how this is going to turn out, but
talk over what to do next. And the Seahawks looks like they've recovered. They have. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
oh,
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
hey.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 48-yard line.
Come on, guys, dig deep.
They run again with Carson. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. This is Carson. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
You have the win or no?
Burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. And at the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
He was
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Can't you just pull the plug? I'll quit and see what happens.